Welcome to today's class. We're starting with insertion of our beams. Remember, the depth of the beam is 450 and width is 230. So once you've input that in your dialog box, you just put your beams on the areas they are to pass, following your panels, your paneling. So inside the beams, not the places, and it needs to be inserted. So just been inserting them. So for this right here is uh, a secondary beam. The difference between secondary beams and primary beams. Secondary beams are beams running from column to column, whereas secondary beam is a beam going a beam on another beam is a secondary beam. So you ensure to put your primary beams before your secondary beams. So this right here is a secondary beam going from a column to a beam. On the column side is a primary beam, on the other beam side is a secondary beam. So you ensure your axial line passes all the places that you want to put your beams are going to pass through. At all your panels, all the sides that your panels are going to pass, you ensure that there's axial line there, else you will not be able to put your structural element. So you generate story, insert the number of story, insert 2 story, 3 story. You say okay. I have my first floor, which is story 2. Now generate story from story 1 to story 2. Okay, right here I'm through the external reference drawing. Go to external reference drawing, yes. Then you add your DSF saved file. You click on it, it appears there, as you can see. Then you can move it to align with the first floor, with the ground floor beams, which is story 1. So you move it from a point that is symmetrical with the other. You can see that it has entered the axial lines exactly the way it is on story 1. So thereafter, we can now go and generate what is in story 1 to story 2 if they are symmetrical. So go to generate story because story 1 and story 2 are symmetrical. So it generates from story 1 Start story, story one, target story, story two. These things are actually very technical, you just have to take your time. Now putting our slab, you click, go to modeling, you click on your slab, you edit to follow. Thickness of slab is 150 for normal residential buildings, and then you select your life load, go to load setting, select the life load depending on the kind of building it is. Then you're now going to insert your slabs on only the parts that the current slab. This right here will be a staircase. You leave your staircase stair hall to be open. And on the other side we have a cantilever. You pick points, pick cantilever, depending on the size, the side of the cantilever, how the pattern of the cantilever. So you pick points or pick houses. So if you check, you see that pick the pattern that follows suit, two sides cantilevered, two side hinge. You select that, pick your point, and you have your cantilevered slab there. So now back to our first story two. Uh, thickness of thickness of roof beams are 300, except where you have cantilevered beams carrying roof load. So we have to change the beams thickness to 300 because you generated it from first floor, right? So we change it there. Now to insert our wall load, you click on any of the beam and edit. Go to edit wall load, then insert your wall load settings. You have your unit weight of wall 2.87, wall height 3 meters for headroom, and thickness of block 0.2. Wall thickness 0.23, that is 230 millimeter. When that is done, you say okay. You you right click, copy the wall load, select the rest and paste the wall load to the rest, and you say okay, yes, and you have your wall load on every part of the building carrying wall loads. That is to account for the wall loads on the beams. So we'll go to our story two. To we also do the same thing, but in this case now, the wall height will be 1 meter to take care of the roof load that will be on roof beams, right? So you just repeat the same thing. Copy wall load, paste wall load.